to another episode of 3rd and 3 with Coach Roger Holmes. I'm Jason Holcomb, joined as always with the coach. Coach, it was a real tight nip and tuck game there in the first half. Got a late score to put us up 14-6, go on for a 35-6 victory. I know for you it had to be impressive to see the Irish really lock down on the passing game for the Indians and also lock down on everything. What did you take away from the win last week?
Jason, we played really, really well defensively on the night. I think we gave up a total of 98 yards, and 60 of it came on that one touchdown pass there early. Their kid threw a good ball. The receiver ran a good route. Formation put us into a coverage, and we just gave the receiver a little bit too much cushion and didn't make the tackle in open field. But after that, our kids locked down all night defensively. I think they held Dodge to 20 yards rushing.
Wow.
Nick Collins and the defensive staff deserve a tremendous amount of credit for having that type of night defensively. Offensively for us, we got off to a little bit of a slow start. I rolled the dice. You had film, you study, and you try to figure people out and what they're going to do. And first time playing against that new head coach over there, and we kind of gambled that they weren't going to line up and play their 3-5 defense against us based on film study, but they did. And it gave us a little bit of problems early. Jaquez Evans showed out the other night.
Yes, he did.
That was Donut's big game of the year to this point. I think he had a little over 200 yards rushing, led the team in tackles defensively, had 2 long punts, 1 down inside the 1, and just had a phenomenal night. And on top of all that, he got to spend a little bit of time in the ambulance over in Dodge. He got a pretty good laceration that had to get some stitches in.
God bless him.
On his right arm, but played through it. Didn't miss maybe 2 plays total the whole night. Happened right before halftime. They made a big turnover to start the second half, gave us the ball field position on their end, punched one in quickly, and from then on it was just kind of our offensive line, I think, dominated, kind of warmed down. Markel Mitchell threw the ball pretty well the other night, really aided us with a couple of pass interference penalties, to be honest with you. But we made some nice plays in the passing game with a touchdown pass, and now we just got to put that one behind us and move on.
Also, we had us a rib rocker. Noticed that. Congratulations there.
And I think I saw something last night where somebody gave the young man some ribs this week.
Yes.
That's pretty neat. But Khalil White.
Yes, Khalil is a beast.
Had the Rib Rocker Award the other night. I think that was off of 13 WMAZ, and that was kind of neat. I know that's always something special to the kids.
Well, I was excited for him because I've told people if you put about 3 or 4 more inches on top of him, he'd be getting a lot deeper looks because that's a quality young man and a quality player for us, and I'm excited for him. But I'm going to tell you, Coach, like you said, we can't linger on last week. We got to focus on this week, and now begins our tour of Macon schools. And as anybody knows, there's always athletes on these teams. They're always dangerous. It doesn't matter what their record is. And I know for you, this presents a challenge coming off a big win over a rival to come right back in and have to host somebody that could do all kinds of crazy stuff on the field.
Well, they're very, very athletic. Got a tremendous quarterback. He's a first-year starter for them. Now there's word out there that he may have gotten injured last week at the end of the game. We haven't been able to confirm that, don't know that for sure. But even if he's not able to play, the young man that started and played every game for him last year is going to step in. That young man, they've got three big-time threats at wide receiver. Number 10, which could end up playing quarterback. Number 6 for them is their go-to guy. They move him around everywhere, trying to find ways to get him the ball. And then number 4 can run off and leave you without any questions asked. They've got a huge offensive tackle that's very, very athletic and a solid player for them. When you look at them defensively, they're another team that's used some multiple defensive looks and that type thing. But they've got really good size up front, great speed on the back end. Obviously for us, it's another region game. It's a home game. One of the things that'll happen Friday night, we hope our fans show up to pay these people their respects, but it's senior night for our band and all of our other fall sports. Right. And we look forward to honoring those kids that go out and represent Dublin in such a fine way every Friday and when they have their own sporting events.
Yes, we want to make sure that you guys come out this Friday night and support all of our teams and all of our young people. We've got quality young people across the board here who do some amazing things. Want to make sure that we celebrate them during the game, and we also want to make sure that you come out. We've had some really good home crowds this year. We want to make sure that those crowds are still packed because every game counts. So be sure to come out. Kickoff is always at 7:30. Come early if you have a chance. It's worth it. There's lots of fun stuff going on out here all the time prior to the game. We'd like for you to enjoy that and come celebrate these young people. But before we close, Coach, we always have to end it on a high note. And this week we've got to do another mustache matchup that was viewer suggested. So we're back, and we want to thank Brantley New because he suggested this week's mustache matchup, at least one half of it. Came to me the other day in passing and said, hey, I really enjoy what y'all are doing, especially the mustaches. When he played minor league baseball for the Red Sox, he played for a team called the Lowell Spinners, and the Lowell Spinners had an unofficial mascot known as Dog Man. So that's our first contestant right here.
Dog Man.
Okay. Well, then our other, I wanted to find a comparable, you know, kind of like when you're looking for a new house. You got to have a comp to figure out what the value is on it. And so I've looked around, and the only one I could find is Floyd Pepper from Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem of Muppet fandom. Everybody will know him. He's the guitar player. He's basically the Muppet equivalent of Three Dog Night, I guess you could say. So, Coach, who you got this week?
I got to go with the Dog Man because his is real. He's looking good.
They even made a bobblehead for Dog Man. That's pretty amazing. You get a bobblehead, you count.
You can be the mascot and get a bobblehead?
Yes.
You got to love it.
We want to make sure that you guys come out this week. Make sure that you support our team in any way possible. We appreciate everything that y'all do. Love these big crowds. Hope to see you Friday. And always, this has been 3rd and 3 with Coach Roger Holmes.